Okay, so in this video, we're going to take a look at the major functions of the respiratory system. This is chapter 22, objective 2. Okay, so the functions of the respiratory system is to regulate the pH of blood. Hopefully you all remember this back from A&P 1, chapter 1, when we discussed the functions of all the systems. So pH is regulated actually by the carbon dioxide levels, CO2, carbon dioxide levels in the blood. The production of chemical mediators. We mentioned this in the previous chapter about angiotensin converting enzyme. It was part of the renin angiotensin aldosterone system, which you're going to have a video over hormones for that one. But the lungs produce this enzyme called angiotensin converting enzyme, and that's important in blood pressure regulation because that's going to involve aldosterone at the end, angiotensin 2 and aldosterone. So you'll have to watch the renin angiotensin aldosterone video in the hormone section to get more information about ACE. Voice production, air moves past the vocal folds, making sound and speech possible. Olfaction, now that's smell. Anytime you see that word, that's referring to some type of sense of smell. Okay, so this is going to occur when airborne molecules enter the nasal cavity. Those airborne molecules are going to be picked up by those neurons, and that's going to go the sensory receptors on the neurons, and then that's going to go to the brain for processing. Protection, the respiratory system is open to the outside, which means there's got to be a first line of defense preventing infection. So the respiratory system provides protection against these microorganisms that are going to easily enter from the outside, and remove them from the respiratory surfaces. So one of the ways they do that, if y'all remember, are the mucous membranes. So every organ system that's lined to the outside is going to have a lining of mucus. They're going to have mucus production. That mucus is going to trap those microorganisms. You're either going to cough it up or you're going to swallow it into the stomach, where either way, they're not going to get into the blood. And of course, respiration, which is the process of gas exchange. So it's going to provide oxygen for cellular respiration, which is going to take place in the mitochondria of all of your cells. And this is going to take the oxygen that you're getting from the lungs and end up creating ATP out of that, right? That cellular energy. So respiration provides that oxygen. It also gets rid of the waste. Carbon dioxide is a waste product that we have to get rid of. And you're going to exhale the carbon dioxide. So your lungs are going to be what does that. You've got two major divisions of the respiratory system. You've got what's called the conducting zone and you've got the respiratory zone. Now, the conducting zone is literally just passageways. There's no gas exchange involved in the conducting zone. So this would be where material is going from the pharynx, air is going from the pharynx, entering into the trachea, it's going into the bronchial passages. It's just passageways. Now, the purpose of the conducting zone, it's not involved in gas exchange, but it provides the route for incoming and outgoing air. It removes debris and pathogens from that air. Remember, we said these were lined with mucous membranes that's going to trap those foreign particles. And it's also going to warm and humidify the incoming air. Have y'all ever, maybe tried to blow on like maybe a window surface or a mirror or something like that, and you've seen moisture droplets? Okay, where did the moisture droplets come from? Again, these conducting zones allow the air to be humidified. That means you're adding moisture to the air. Now, in this neck of the woods, we really don't need a whole lot of humidity being added, right? Or warmth right now. It's pretty warm and humid outside already. Now, the respiratory zone, this is where gas exchange actually takes place. And this is going to be the terminal bronchiole to the alveoli. So that is where gas exchange occurs. And that is objective 2.